Do y'all remember the video I dropped 3 to 4 months ago about the manager who had literally sat on her coworker until she died?
Manager would bully his daughter at work. And then last Tuesday, as his daughter was getting ready to leave work for the day, Valeria attacked his petite daughter.
She physically grabbed her by her hair, was swinging her around, threw her on the ground, and she sat on top of her chest while she was physically assaulting her.
When a coworker tried to help, Clancy says Valeria then went after the coworker.
That's that gluttonous rage. Too many calories in your body.
I am not exaggerating this. I am not making this up. This is not fiction. This is real life. This manager, this is just off of the top of my head, I think her name is or was Valeria Parra. She got into a fight with her coworker and it ended with her sitting on her to the point where she went brain dead, where she oxygen cut off from her brain, from what I remember. And she was left in a state of, just brain dead, a coma.
Her heart stopped, so she couldn't breathe. Yeah, she lost all oxygen to her brain for over 10 minutes. And she basically
Y'all see what I mean?
is declared brain dead now.
It was no bringing her back to life. It was over with. It was bad. It was so bad that her own family decided to let her go and turn off the life support.
Final goodbyes on Wednesday when they take Jessica off life support.
Because yes, she was alive technically, but the fact that her own family decided to let her off of life support tells you everything you need to know. Yes, this is a real situation. Yes, this shit happened. And if you didn't see my video, I'm sure I'm going to be playing clips of it here.
Valeria Parra brutally beat Jessica.
Look at this, bro. I would throw up at work. The motive is literally because that girl was prettier than her. That girl had something going on for her that Miss Seal right here didn't.
But look, last I spoke about this whale, bro, she was on the run. She wasn't running anywhere. Like I said in my original video, bro, all you gotta do is look at the picture. She was not running anywhere.
Would y'all believe me if I told y'all that Ted Bundy's XXL female cousin right here, who has a massive hitbox, has been able to actually evade arrest and is on the run? How? She's not walking anywhere. Somebody is with her. I refuse to believe that Valeria's big is out here getting away with doing this on her own. Absolutely not. You can lie to yourself. You can lie to anybody else. You can't lie to me.
Somebody was helping her get away with it. For sure. It wasn't her on her own. It was somebody else involved. I told y'all this in my old video, right? I have an insane update for y'all because even though from what I remember, look, let me say this is allegedly, and this is just off of my memory from my old video covering the situation. I believe there was surveillance footage involved.
She was trying to go back into the back office and try to delete the video of the attack.
And a witness, people who saw this happen at the job.
When a coworker tried to help, Clancy says Valeria then went after the coworker.
The argument isn't whether or not this happened. As y'all will see, it's a mind fuck. But this woman sat on that girl until oxygen cut off from her brain, left her brain dead to the point where her own family had to cut the life support, killing her. And she got away with it. She will not be charged. Do y'all see what I mean? This is an update that I got today for y'all, where the Los Angeles district's attorney had come out and basically said, we don't have enough evidence. And let me read you verbatim what they said, because they're agreeing that this is a homicide, but listen to this insane ass statement. And I'm going to get you all the details. Her manner of death was classified as a homicide, but according to the DA's office, the evidence in the case was insufficient to prove the homicide was unlawful. That's just a crazy way to put it, bro. So what they're basically saying now is, hey, they got into it and somebody died. It's not a homicide. Yes, this is a homicide, but it's not unlawful because it was a mutual fight. That's the only explanation as to what the I'm about to tell you right now. Like I said, bro, get ready. This is a mind of an update, and I don't know how to feel about it because it sounds so wrong given the fact that this woman literally died because this ogre, from everything that I'm seeing, I believe it's a case of jealousy, bro. Straight up.
The motive is literally because that girl was prettier than her. That girl had something going on for her that Miss Seal right here didn't.
Look, y'all joke with your boys in school, right? Regarding an extra large descendant of elephants, you're like, bro, yo, he's gonna sit on you and suffocate you. We've made jokes like that back in school, you know, regarding somebody who's big at the lunch table. This happened in real life, man. Anyways, let's just get right into it. Look, The Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office has declined to file charges against the person involved in a physical fight that left a 7-Eleven employee brain dead. The backstory: Jessica McLean died on June 28, 2025 after being declared brain dead following a fight with her manager while on the job at a 7-Eleven located in this area on June 24th, 2025. And I brought you that video literally, I believe, the same month. According to the DA's office, McLean and another employee got into a verbal altercation, which then turned physical. Officials say another employee joined the altercation. The entire fight lasted less than a minute and was captured on video. Officials said in a statement the fight was ultimately broken up by another employee. Why do we not have that video? Who captured that video, and why don't we have it? Unless this is a surveillance video. If it was a person recording this, they would probably post it somewhere, right? So we would have the video. But the fact that we don't got no video, it's probably surveillance footage that the 7-Eleven doesn't want to put out. Look, according to a charge evaluation worksheet from the DA's office, McLean was conscious and was sitting up, but a short time later she appeared to have difficulty breathing and ultimately lost consciousness. The reason why the charges were declined, what they're saying is the medical examiner ruled the cause of death as anoxic encephalopathy. What the? Whoa, hold on. I'm gonna get this right. Anoxic encephalopathy. Don't act like you know how to say that word either, bro. I have never seen that in my life. Anyways, brain deprived of oxygen due to cardiopulmonary. Exotic ass words right here. Arrest status post resuscitation and due to exacerbation of asthma. Goddamn, I just got hit with 4 of the biggest words in the entire English language. I've never seen these words before. I've seen resuscitation before, however you say that. I promise you I can read, bro. But the other stuff, I know. Anyways, that's for the medical examiner, bro. Anyways, look. The medical examiner noted that there were no fatal traumatic injuries to her head, neck, or chest. Her manner of death was classified as a homicide, but according to the DA's office, the evidence in the case was insufficient to prove the homicide was unlawful. A homicide can be lawful or unlawful, although the medical examiner classified the manner of death in this case a homicide. The evidence is insufficient to prove the homicide was unlawful. The physical altercation that took place involved all parties actively battering each other with the same amount of force, which was not excessive or deadly. The only reasonable conclusion from the video is that the physical altercation was mutual, with S1 defending herself against V and S2. They're talking about the 3 people that are involved. I didn't know there was a third person, so this is new to me. And V defending herself against S1. I believe V is the victim in this case. Several theories of criminal liability were considered. However, there is insufficient evidence to prove that S1 intended to kill her. S1 acted with conscious disregard for human life, or that S1 acted with a criminal negligence. Therefore, the facts and evidence are insufficient to prove an unlawful killing occurred, and we cannot prove criminal charges beyond a reasonable doubt against her. A witness described the fight as mutual, and the family responds to the prosecutor's office decision by releasing a statement through their attorney saying Jessica McLean died at work at the hands of a 7-Eleven assistant manager. The family is extremely disappointed in the district attorney's flawed decision not to hold the assailant criminally responsible for her actions. The victim's family intends to meet with the prosecutor under California's Victim Bill of Rights, otherwise known as Marsy's Law. The family will also pursue its rights in the courts against the assailant. Basically, they're going to sue her. That was a lot to read, but I wanted to get all the facts out the way before I say this. It's just still like, bro, it is sad that she literally died at a job she probably hated, at a 7-Eleven, bro. People that you're working with, y'all don't like each other to the point where you're having a WWE match in the store. So obviously a toxic environment, obviously a place she probably hated. So that part alone, bro, I told you this in the original video, that, yeah, imagine dying at a job you despise, bro, in this fashion, getting sat on. Release that video. We need to see, whether I need to see it to make a judgment, because, bro, the original news article from New York Post and multiple other outlets, like I brought you in my original video, they literally verbatim say she sat on her. Show us the video. I will be the judge of, because, bro, you don't just sit on somebody, even if she sat on her for a minute, my boy. Like, that is still crazy and a horrible way to go out. It explains why oxygen, bro, that's a lot of mass to be under. Why? Just a sad way to go out is what I'm trying to get at. And I need every single one of y'all to get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. I wanted to give you this update tonight. To my late night squad, speak to me, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Y'all stay safe.